Hey. Oh, hey, my baby. The subbies on my end feeling away because I'm not with arguing and all that. Nope. Just keep doing you, baby. Don't let nobody rope you in. Rita, I'm telling you, you are blossoming. I have a problem with some words, but you know what I'm saying. And you flourishing. Let me say it that way. You keep doing you. Please don't let them rope you into this mess. You look good, girl. You look damn good. And I'm going to be up your way maybe next month, and we are going to get together, have lunch and stuff, and probably go to the casino. Nope, keep doing you. Your family is more important than this. You look much better. You look healthier. You look wiser. You look stronger. And please just keep doing you. Don't see, that's where you have to have your power at. You have to keep your power and don't let people rope you into nothing. But have a safe trip to Virginia, baby. Don't let that. Good morning, Carmel Latte. Hey, what's happening, everybody? Diva should be in here in the morning, in a minute. But anywho, hey, what's happening, everybody? This is just a conversation, nothing big. But the reason why I said that is because one of my subscribers, left me. Okay, baby, I'll let you know. I'll hit you behind the scenes. They left me a comment, and at the end of the comment, she said she wished people would really take heed to the last words that I said before my closing, and it was basically the power lies in your tongue. Life and death lies in the power of your tongue. And that's deep. Everybody don't understand that because everybody don't understand, and they don't believe in the spiritual warfare. You are who you say you are. You create your own self and your own environment, your own being, your own success or your failures. You create it, but a lot of it is started in our minds, our powerful little minds. And so what you think is probably what's going to happen. What you put out there is what you're going to get back, is all energy. And so when she said that, she said, I really wish people would listen to that. And I said, me too, as well, because I know a lot of times we get on here and we act a fool, get into the drama and stuff like that. But the power is really in your thoughts. Hold on, you guys. This light just don't make it with me. Hold on. Okay. The power is really in your tongue. What you say, what you put out there. So a lot of times when we hear joking and we enjoying entertainment and even out, in real life, you have to watch what you say. You have to watch what you put out into the universe because it comes back to you. Now, it may not come back to you that particular day, that week, that month, but it will. And it may not come back to you, but it could come back to your loved ones. That's what I say. I think they say karma. That's what karma is. So I try to be careful in what I say and what I do. I remember when I was going through my little depression spell, I think I told everybody about this, that hold on, you guys. I want to see if this work. Y'all let me know if this work, if you hear music. Can you hear the music? The music is not drowning me, right? It's not drowning me out. But I was speaking some ill stuff, and I was speaking those things into my life. And it seems like the more I spoke bad, the more bad happened to me. When I start talking positive things start to happen. That's called manifestation, right? So now I see some of the things that I manifested come to fruition. Yeah, I do. I see that. So I'm thanking God that I learned how to deal with some things and how to speak, the things that I want, because the power is in my tongue. Whether I'm going to live the life I want or whether I'm going to die with the life that I don't want, we create our own reality. And so I just thought when she said that, I said, wow, you never know what someone takes out of your video. I come on here and I talk, and I BS some, and sometimes I come on positive and serious with the message, but you never know what someone will get out of your message when you come down here. And I've always said, even when I be a little messy, I always try to wrap it up with something positive because that's where I'm going. That's where I want my mind to be. That's where I want my life to be. What type of life I want? A life of positivity, good health, good wealth, and all that good stuff. So I have to speak those things into my existence. People used to say that. I remember I had a conversation with a co-worker of mine, and she was a Christian woman, a devout Christian woman. And when I said to her, I said, I just have to speak this into existence. She said, it's no such thing. You can't speak nothing into existence. God got control over everything. And so I said, yes, you can. And so her and I had a little debate back and forth, and it still stood what I believed. You can speak things into existence because God knows your hearts and your desires. And when you put that out there and you doing the right thing, God's and the universe will start fulfilling your heart's desires. So you can speak things into existence. People do it all the time. That's why they do vision boards. That's why they do manifestations. That's why they do whatever they need to do, right? They speak those words, affirmations. There I go. Okay, affirmations and stuff like that. So I was talking to my young granddaughter. Remember, I have my grandchildren over here, and one of them is 3 years old, and he's really, really, busy, just a busy little fellow. I was visiting Pizarro's because she was doing conspiracy because she's trying to change some of her. I guess she's shifting a little bit, right? So some things is shifting. So she's shifting a little bit. So we was doing conspiracy over there until a certain content creator came on and derailed a whole show, and I left because we were doing good and people were enjoying it. She didn't have thousands of people up there. She wasn't yelling and hooping and hollering, but we was all doing conspiracy, and she had some newcomers up there, right? But once he jumped on the platform, I left because he derailed the whole thing. And I mean, I just hate when people do that. But they purposely do it, baby. They knew we wasn't talking about apples. We was talking about apples. You came in talking about lemons. They purposely do it. But anywho, so I left there. But we was talking about conspiracies. And I believe in conspiracies. I really do. And I've been following this takeoff thing deep over in other sectors. Other people are really doing good commentary on it. And one of my favorite people is Ratchet TV, and he's really breaking it down. He's going hard trying to get justice for takeoff, and it's getting so deep that I just say I pray for his protection because we don't know the forces out there. Some stuff is way bigger than us. People have tentacles to reach all over all over this world, and people really are demonic. Spirits are really being released, and I say that because that's what I really, really believe, because I believe in spiritual warfare. I believe in the spirit. We are spiritual people, if that's where you want to be. Higher powers. Things are happening that we have no control over. So we have to just stay mindful and take control of the things we can. So I was over at Pizarro's, then I went over somewhere else. Then I end up on Optimus Prime's before I went to sleep. And he had on-site April over there telling the whole skinny about what happened with her and other people and this new lady. She was, hey, baby, thank you. I'm glad you said that. Let me stop. Well, she was saying what happened with the lady who returned and all this other stuff in reference to Jay Dunn, her, and other content creators, right? She was sharing that with Optimus Prime and his audience, Thanks for the people who share my video out. I don't know Madam 81, but thank you, sweetheart, for your support and sharing out my video. Pizarro shared out my video. JD have shared out my video. I watched her yesterday. You have grown very much. You have grown. Yesterday was a moment for me and a lot of other people to see your growth, JD. I was looking for you. Diva was looking for you. She said, I haven't seen Jay Dunn do any videos. And when you did, we were there to support you as always. I don't care what happens with you and anybody else. Mz.Teavalocity supports you and Rita as well. Okay. So we were there and I saw your growth and I commend you on that. Whether you need it or not, just a wiser, older woman saying, I commend you on your growth, baby. Keep going. Again, the power. We have the power to control, and you controlled quite well yesterday. I was very proud of you. So nothing big was happening yesterday, but I was just wondering if people really believe in a higher power. And that's what this conversation going to be about. A higher power, not religion. Okay? That those are two, but a spiritual connection with a higher power, whoever you say your higher power is. I believe in spiritual connections, and I have one with a higher power. And I think that helps me to control who I am and to develop into a better person. You know, I'm not the best, but I can develop into a better person. But I was over there checking out some conspiracy, and I said, well, I want to talk about that this morning. I wonder if people really believe that the power lies in their tongue, what they say, what they put out into the universe. Are they going to receive it back? Because I know a lot of times people say some foul, horrendous, vicious, nasty, downright dirty things, and they participate in behaviors as well, you know. And I wonder if they ever sit back and think like, damn, you know, this could affect my children, what I'm out here doing or saying. Not only can it affect me, but it can affect my children, my grandchildren. You know, I have to be very careful. Do I love myself and my family enough to correct my bad behaviors, the things I'm doing to actually bring harm to my family? See, we think it's just us. We think that karma is just going to attack us or come back to us. No, remember, though, that's your lineage. That's your right there. Those children will inherit many things, even the karma, even the bad behavior, the things you've done to other people. Your children, your grandchildren can reap that as well, or your family. So when you throw out, you know, things about, you know, dead people, cancer, you know, disability, remember, your family is still growing. You still are living. You still here, and you don't know what will happen to you simply because the words you have spoken, the death you have wished upon someone else. Talking about disability kids, talking about deceased parents, family members, all that stuff have to come back to us when we say, you know, and do things like that. And I just wonder if some people really believe in that. And I wish people would come on a platform. I'm gonna drop it. I'm going to drop the link because I really want to engage in this conversation, and I hope I get some engagement because I really want to know what you believe when you do the things you do. Do you believe in karma? Do you believe that the power lies within your tongue? Whatever way it goes, good or bad, life or death, is in your speaking. And like, you know, affirmations, if you can believe that affirmations work, and I do, I told you I've been through some depression times and stuff, and I had to speak to myself to make me better because I'm only good as who I think I am. So I had to speak to myself, okay? And a lot of people need to do that. So I wonder, hey, Donahue's, if people really believe that when they say and do all these things, and we know it's entertainment, but do you believe that some of this stuff is going to come back to bite you in your ass? You know? Do you believe in spirits? Do you believe in demons and angels and stuff like that? What do you guys believe in? I know what I believe in. Hey, guys, Raph, but do you believe in that? Do you know? I know we just view a lot of this stuff as entertainment, you know, but do you really believe the things that you're saying could come back and haunt you? And please, this is not a judge thing, but listen to what I'm about to say. So, I know I went to say something else and I switched, I don't know, switch thoughts. But anyway, some of the stuff that we see, some of the people we see on here, do you believe that they are comfortable in their living, Or do you think sometimes they desire to live better, but they can't live better because some of the stuff and some of the things they have done? So in their mind, they are comfortable where they at. I know sometimes people want better. They just don't know how to get better because they don't know any better. But I believe our actions stifles us from getting better. That's why I think some of people are stuck in certain sectors and can't get out because of they're comfortable because they know they're not going to get any better because of the things they have done and said. That's just me. I know if I sit down here and do certain things, I can't go where I'm trying to go. That's why I try to walk on eggshells a lot of times. Good morning, baby. How are you? Because I know that I want better. And in order for me to achieve better, I have to do better. I have to say better. I have to think better. Right. And so, do you guys really believe in that? Put a one in the chat if you believe that the power of life and death lies in your tongue, and you do believe in spiritual warfare, because we in the spiritual warfare right now, and I think some people don't realize it, but it's real. It's real. Thanks, Queen Diva. Thank you, Wakanda Dreams. Yeah, thank you. So I do believe in that, and I know Diva believes in that. JD believes in that, and I think a lot of times when we think about what we say and do, we curtail some things because we know that karma is real and it could come bite us in the butt, right? So I just wonder, I wonder if people really happy with their lives, like they pretend to be happy with their lives. We see them, they still stuck. And I believe it's stuck because I know if you really love yourself and you want good for yourself, you wouldn't want to be stuck here with making maybe $3,000 a month when you could make maybe 3.5 million. Mm-hmm. Or you satisfied with 10,000 views when there's people out there with millions of views. I know you will want that. I believe you will want that for yourself. But I believe because you stuck mentally and you have put yourself in a box that you can't even move to see the 1 million. Now, I'm going to say this. Let me read these right quick so I won't get lost. Y'all know it's just to get lost. I always so don't say the worst things you can say because it can not only be hurtful to others, but to you and your family, right? Because it's going to come back to you. Everything that you do and everything you say will come back to you. Hey, VMW, you look beautiful. Good morning. I believe some want to be accepted somewhere because they've been rejected by others. That's true. I think people love my tongue. Okay, Ivan, they love your tongue or whatever. So we already know what that is, right? Anywho. But anywho, so I do believe that people want to do better. They don't know how to do better. And they don't realize, even though sometimes we all, be a little messy and we view things as entertainment, that some of the things we are saying and doing is stifling us from doing better. I don't believe anyone desire is, and maybe so, and this is not a judgmental thing, this is just an observation I've been making, and even on myself, right? I don't believe someone just wants to be stuck in an apartment building, or perhaps living with someone, or maybe a home that they first, they brought for the first time. They want something bigger and better. We all desire to do better and want better. I think we just don't know how to get better. And we don't realize that a lot of things that we say and do dictates our lives, what we want and what we're going to achieve. I was speaking to my youngest grandson. This is what I was going to say before, and I got lost. My granddaughter, she said, yeah. She said, when me and my parents, this is how they talk. When me and my parents, we go on something what we call manifestation drives. I'm like, damn, well, where's she going with this? She said, yeah. And so the little one said, yeah. And we throw rocks in the water. Now this is his connection to what his sister is saying, right? Yeah. And we go over there and we throw rocks in the water, and all that water be there. And he's telling me, and she's saying manifestation. So I quickly direct my attention to her. So what is manifestation drive, Pops? She said, oh, she said, that's where me and my parents and my brother, we go on this ride and we go through these homes, we go to these areas, and my parents look at houses and then they pick out what house they want. So I was like, damn, that's deep. So what she's saying is my son and my daughter-in-law are taking them on drives and showing them houses that they desire to have, and they manifest it. They're working on manifesting what they desire. So I asked my granddaughter, I said, so after you go over this on this ride, what do you do? She said, well, my mommy picks out these houses. And my mommy, she said, apply for these houses. That's what she said. My mommy go for those houses, right? And the little grandson still talking, yeah, and I throw rocks in the water. We go over water. So I said, what is he talking about? She said, because this trail or this way they drive goes over water. So it sounds like a little bridge or something, right? But she was smart enough to tell me, she said, and then I said, well, what do you do after you go on this drive? She said her mother picks out these houses. She, I guess, go for these houses, but they meditate on them. They manifest these houses. She pray on them. And I was like, wow, that's deep. But that's a seed that's planted in a 10-year-old kid. She knows that her parents are manifesting something better for them. And she was all for it. Now he was all off. You know, his thing was throwing rocks in the water. But I thought that was deep because they are telling my grandchildren, whether you know it or not, they are teaching my grandchildren is to vision what you want. See, it's deep. It's deep. Y'all just thought it was that little 10-year-old saying that. No, it's deeper than that. They are teaching my grandchildren to vision what you want and then go for it and then connect it with God and the universe. Because remember, she said we pray after that. That was her connection. Again, she was manifesting something, and her parents is teaching her basically to visually see it, ask for it, and then pray on it and let God in the universe bring it to you. That was my understanding from my 10-year-old. Okay. Everything you do to somebody comes back at the wrong time, and I'm not for it. Yep, it comes back at the wrong time. When you're comfortable, I can't imagine how depressing it must be for people to continually spew hate and all that day in, day out. Well, because it's a trap. You're being trapped. You can't move forward because you don't even value yourself, worthy enough to get anything different. So you stuck here. You stuck in that day-to-day living. And that's deep, and it goes much deeper, and I ain't getting into it because it's some type of abuse or trauma have happened to people who can be that mean, that vicious, that vile, and that hateful. And they don't change overnight. And just because they tell you they change you with a God bless you, hallelujah, God is working on me, God's been good. Just because people speak that, they don't live that all the time. And if you would sit back and just watch, it'll change. Okay, so I don't know. I know one thing, when you do people a certain way, it literally makes you sick. Yeah. It's going to come back to us. So I'm going to drop this link. I wish somebody would come up here and help a sister out, because I think this is a dynamic conversation that people should really have, even with themselves. I'm just planting a seed, but remember, every seed that you plant, it has to be watered. It has to be watered in order for it to grow. And they say you sow seeds on good or bad grounds, right? So hopefully we are trying to sow seeds on good grounds. Today is not one of those days for me to come out here and be messy. I really wanted, this was in my spirit, especially when Miss Creole left me that at the end, I was like, wow, that's what she got out that video. She enjoyed the whole video, but the most powerful message to her was the end. And thank God it hit somebody. He wasn't off at all Throwing rocks in the water is him manifesting the house. Oh my gosh, JD. Dang. JD, I didn't even think about that. And maybe perhaps those are where those houses are. See, hey, Dr. Poke, what's going on, baby girl? Hey, I want one of those t-shirts. Dr. Poke is making her own beer. Y'all know this is my good friend who, I don't know, we got this love thing going on and we hit and miss, but she's making her own shirts and they are awesome. And when she make them, I'm going to put them down here because she makes her own beer. So now her merchandise will be her beer. And that shirt was sweet. And it was crafted real nice, Cat, real nice. So I'm glad you said that because I didn't even realize that. I just know that I have been myself working on manifesting things, and some things have been happening. Yes, they have been happening. Not real fast, but they've been happening. And I thank God for the power that He gives me and the ability that He gives me to speak life and wisdom into myself and my princesses and my princesses. They're my joint heirs. They're my future. So I thank God for that. I haven't always, spoke highly of myself about my situations, but the more I speak wisdom into myself, the better my life gets. So I know it works. So if you stuck somewhere and you don't know what's happening, perhaps it's time for you to speak life and wisdom into yourself. Perhaps you need to start trying to manifest and watch what you say and do. Watch the seeds that you sow because you shall reap them. And like Rita said up there, sometime karma comes when you least expect it. When you get so comfortable and you think you got it going on and you just living on, boom, karma comes and knock you on your butt. Okay? So I'm going to drop this link. You guys, somebody come tell me what you think. I really wanted to get this message out today because, like I said, in every negative, something positive could come out of it. And even with me being a little messy, somebody got a positive message out of it. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Miss Creole. I appreciate everyone who's subscribed to me, who come in and join me, when they can and watch the replays. Let me tell you something, JD. Maybe you can help me. Maybe not, because I don't think you monetize. I don't know what Google does. I know that a lot of people, if you watch it, now listen to, I'm going to give you a little tip, but you probably already know. Please come on and hit that like button, you guys. Hey, here's my good friend, my good Judy. I saw her golfing.
Hey, what's
Baby.
happening?
Hey, what's happening, Cabinet? I saw you on that golf range. I was like, look at my girl.
Yeah,
My
we
girl
trying to
lives
just
life.
yeah, because life you don't want life to live you, and I think that I actually gotta pay a little homage to you because you were so instrumental and focused on doing your own business and certain things you wouldn't settle for. And as a big, my big sister Almighty, I was like, okay, you made me step my game up, but to be more focused on your topic around sowing seeds and manifestation, I wouldn't be here doing the wonderful things, yeah, that I'm doing if I didn't manifest it. And it starts really when you're young. And you got to know, at some point in terms of purpose, you got to be able to navigate and figure out what that means. So I think that, a lot of people now want other people to manifest their dreams,
Uh-huh.
or and they don't put anything into it or a small amount of time. So wait a minute, I gotta make sure my eagle hat showing. But I want to
That's
make,
good. It's
but
Super
what?
Bowl.
That's right. But I wanted to say, like, you got to give 100% in. You got to be the one leading your dreams. You got to be the one. God put that in you. He don't put it in others.
The
What
power.
you The power is in
Mm-hmm.
you. The resources in others, right? So
Mm-hmm.
once you get that power, and you are navigating, you're actually focused on delivering whatever is in you into fruition. Then you go talk to other people for resource purposes, and then also you got to know who you're talking to, because trust and believe people out. You got Judases out here every
Oh,
day
yeah.
trying to steal everything.
Say it,
So
Doc. Say it.
yes,
Beautiful.
yes,
You
yes,
gotta
Judas.
watch. You gotta watch. Exactly. And I believe sometimes that you can block your blessings by telling everybody your heart's desires. Because
Yep.
you're right. When people say they praying for you, they could be praying against you.
That's right.
Come
That's
on,
right.
like you said, Judas is.
So that's the thing about prayer. I want to hear what you praying for me. You know what I mean? I don't want you to be praying. You praying and you and I don't know what you're saying. So if we touching and agree, you could tell me right now what we talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
exactly, exactly, exactly. Hey, Dr. Pope, where you on your way to? I see you. I,
yeah.
I see it.
I'm on the
Look.
plane coming back to DC from Atlanta.
Oh, you
Yeah.
was in Atlanta.
Yeah, I
You
got some
got to
good
talk
stuff.
about that.
Oh my, I got some good stuff. But I'm getting ready. I'm
Good.
getting ready to take my seat. But I'm
Okay.
wish you well, and I'm gonna keep listening. And matter of fact, make sure we talk today.
Yeah, absolutely. When you get home, I love you, big sis. I
I love
mean,
little
little
sis.
sis.
That's right. You the
I'm the
big sis.
oldest.
That's right.
Have a
All
safe
right.
trip, Dr.
All right.
Cat.
Bye bye bye.
That's my girl. You did speak about Judas yesterday. You did. You did speak about Judas. Jay Dunn, thank you so much because I never made the connection with my grandson saying that. I never you just led me to see something else because I remember Oprah saying, y'all ever heard this? Oprah said that she used to think only rich people had a lot of trees surrounding them in their backyard. Y'all ever heard Oprah speak this motivational speak before? So she said she always wanted trees, but she knew that her family couldn't afford trees, right? She said, but she always thought, wow, those rich people have a lot of trees around them, you know? And so she said one day when she brought her property, hey, Kimberly, she brought property, she said, and she only had, a couple of trees. She always said, oh, when I grow up, when I get money, I want to buy a house with a lot of trees because I'm rich. That's what rich people, that's what she associated it with, right? So when she got older, she brought her home, I guess maybe her first home or apartment, but wherever she was at, she only had like, maybe she said 5 or 6 trees around her. So as her money grew, she got lots of it. She said she brought her home. She said, and she didn't realize when she woke up, her house was surrounded with many trees, many, many trees. At that point, she had manifested that when she was young, and she had correlated it or connected it with it being for rich people. She's a rich, rich lady. And so she said she looked outside her window one day, and what she wanted was trees, and she had many trees. So I didn't even make that connection until JD just helped me out and said, hey, no, he's not far off. He's probably looking at a home by a lake or by water. Thank you so much. But it starts there. See, so they learning to manifest early, you know, and it's important that we teach our children to dream and to dream big and to manifest and to believe in themselves. Self worth is millions, millions, and billions of dollars. Your self worth, what you believe about yourself. What you believe about yourself is so important. That's why I say it's important to speak affirmations. Everybody can't deal with it that way, but that's the way I dealt with it. When I was depressed, I started speaking life and wisdom. When I go in the bathroom and start brushing my teeth, washing my face, I used to say I was all these great things, and I am all these great things. I said I will have all these great things, and I will have all these great things. And washing, and at the end, I felt good because it was a feeling that I had developed about me. So you have to develop that feeling about you. Don't allow people to tell you who you are. You have control to tell and show people who you are. So this wasn't no messy. This was a message Sunday. Hey, Kimberly Black. Hey. So, a lot of times when you come in here and you want to deliver the message, you don't get as many people to hear the message. But one thing for sure, and two things for certain, when you are asked or when something lies on your heart, and I always say, my spirit told me to speak about this, is a reason that I was told to deliver this message. Somebody somewhere needs to hear this message. Learn something. You never know who you will impact in your life from off this app. I tell you that. Thank you, Rita. And I know that I touch people's hearts. I know I make people, hey, how you talk to yourself does matter. A lot of people talk bad to themselves. A lot of people, like I said, have suffered some type of trauma or abuse. So really, they don't know how to talk. They don't feel they worth no big mansion. They don't feel they're worth owning their own home, driving a nice car, owning their own thriving business. They don't believe that they can walk amongst the best because they have been traumatized or abused in some type of way. And it's not always physical abuse, you guys. Mental abuse is the worst. Physical abuse leaves scars that sometimes can be covered up. But mental, you can't cover that up because you live that every day. Your behavior shows some type of trauma. It doesn't take much. It doesn't take a clinical, well, I want to make sure I don't say that too much. Clinical psychologists and psychiatrists, that's their jobs. But you can look at people behavior and sometimes assess what's going on with them. A lot of people are hurt and traumatized and haven't received the help that they need, and their lives will never be fruitful or healthy unless they seek the tools to help them. You get where I'm going? You get where I'm going. So, and sometimes they don't even let themselves dream big. You can't dream big, Demeter Joe, if you don't think you deserve big. You can't dream big. That's why I said people put themselves in a box because they don't believe they're worthy to receive those things. So they don't know how to dream big. I'm just trying to see. When you manifest things, you manifest beyond your belief. Yeah, you manifest beyond your belief. I want a 6-bedroom house, 5 bathrooms, a den, a family room, a kitchen with an island in it, and I want it to be $1.5 million or more. That's my desire. That's what I put out there, right? I have to believe that I can have that. I have to believe that I've done everything in my humanly power, yeah, I think that's the word, to achieve those things. But I have to believe that I'm worthy of them. If I don't believe that I'm worthy of them, then I won't receive them. And that's and in manifestation is deep, because when you manifest in something, you have to believe it. A lot of people may think you crazy, and I'm glad Dr. Polk brought that up. Sometimes we need to watch who we ask to pray for us, because we don't know what they're praying. They could be praying for our downfall, and they could be praying, and then you shouldn't tell everybody your desires or what you manifesting. You just have to work on it. And sometimes you move in silence, and then they will see. I don't have to get out here and tell you that I own a house that I paid $1,663.89 for. I don't have to get out here and tell you. But perhaps when I come on camera and I take and give you a tour of my house, you say, damn, it's not there, but I'm just saying, y'all get where I'm going, right? We don't have to try to convince people of who we are or what we are. Just do you. Just believe you are worthy. I don't care how broken you are. You are worthy. If you're born and you're a human being, you are worthy. If you believe in the spiritual, if you believe in a higher power and you have a spiritual connection, they will let you know, God will let you know you are worthy. And I promised you this. You have to go get it. You can't just sit back and beg God and ask God and keep praying and get praying and never do anything. You have to go get what's yours. So I hope y'all understand where I'm coming from. Some of us need to manifest the inner man. For example, manifest. Oh my God, get off some people's toes. Yes, but that is a manifestation. God, work on me. Work on me. Make me this type of person. Help me to do the right things. Help me to say the right things. I'm not perfect. I sat up here and I heard somebody describe who they thought I was. I've played this game even on my job when I was working nights. I would play with my coworkers. How do you think my husband look? Now they have seen me in scrubs, they have seen me out of, they have seen me in street clothes, they have seen me dressed up, and they've seen me dressed down, right? They've seen me. So they go to say, "Ooh, oh no," they say my name. Your husband is this and that, da 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 da. He, da, da, da. And I'm looking and I'm laughing and I'm saying, "Oh, your husband may be this and that," and I believe that, and we just going on and we go around the circle. And I think it probably was about 5 of us on that shift who was playing it, me and my coworkers, right? And they were saying all these things. And then when I told them how my husband looked, and they told me how their husband looks, it wasn't who we had pictured them to be. You know what I mean? So the other day somebody was telling me, "Oh, you this, you that, and I think this of you," and I appreciate that. But remember, we all have skeletons in our closets. And we only behind a screen. You really don't know a person. You only seeing a little bit of me. You haven't seen the full force of me because I don't want to open me up to you because there's so many bad things that come from just being you down here, just trying to be you and connect with your people. It's so many wicked, dirty, vile, vicious, grimy people out here who wants to do harm to you. So you're afraid to really open up your true life. So you kind of say a little bit of this, you hold back and you let a little bit out. But a lot of times it's people perception of you. That's what they see. They don't really know you. But we all have, like I said, we all have skeletons in our closets. And so, but I think I said that to say sometimes we big up people. We think people this, we put people on pedestals. We do this for people and they're not even those type of people. Oh, thank you, baby. Thanks for dropping down. I appreciate you. Much love to you, baby. Thank you. Before I moved in my dream home, I drove my homes, looked at model homes, and that's what I believe. Yes, Kimberly, let me tell you something. Yes, you have to put yourself in there. When you lay down, and I learned in manifestation, you have to lay there and you have to put yourself in there. So when I was thinking about my home, my dream home, I see me and my family sitting around, me serving food, we laughing, Diva and Diva and my children and my friends, we all laughing. I always put myself in my house and my bedrooms and how I go in my office and do my show and just different things. That's how you manifest. You visualize it, then you believe it. You keep speaking it, speaking it, speaking it, speaking it. So you start gravitating towards it more and more and more, right? Yep. So when my granddaughter told me about that, I already saw it for them, because I believe they believe it and I'm going to believe with them. Yep, Kimberly. When I was a child, my best friend had a 2-story home with a pool. I started manifesting that. As an adult, I ended up in a townhouse and hated it. Now I'm in a home with a community pool and I love it. Exactly. You create, let me tell you something. Things are just things. The best things in life is free love. That might be true, but let me tell you something. God have said this. God wrath. I'm gonna go on that, and then I'm gonna come back to JD. God said and promised us. I don't know what you believe, but God has promised us that we can have a good life here on earth and eternally. So I believe that God have put all these beautiful things out here for us. So there's nothing wrong with wanting materialistic things along with love, but they are here for us. Yeah, God created this and have man to create these things, build these homes for us so we can live a nice life. See, because God's going to always prove to us, I promised you. Just hold on to my promise, and I'll show you my promise will come true. You can have anything your heart desires. That's what God said. Plus love, okay? So let's not forget about that. I see that took I dealt with that, and y'all know it don't take me. Works without faith is dead. Hello. Dropping gems. Thank you, baby. Great day. Hey, Karen Spencer. Thank you very much, sweetheart. You know what I'm talking about. Yes, Diva, we in gemology class. Yes, we are. I agree. You can't be totally open and free in this sector. And it's a sad thing because, we can't be. And it's sad because all of us have something that we could share with each other about our lives, good things, bad things. And we all should be able to talk about it, but it's used in the wrong way. I'll tell you about. I'll leave that alone. Let me leave that alone. All right, I'm gonna start doing that. Yes, please start. Yeah, please start whatever you say you're gonna start doing. Areas. What are you gonna start doing, Mz.Teavalocity Diva? Have y'all heard from Kay Edwards? I haven't. Nope. I don't know what. Donna, here's the thing. I haven't. And Kay Edwards used to be with us. I pray all is well with her. This too, Donna. I think what happens too when people get kind of fed up from being engaging in some of the stuff going on and looking, some people probably create troll names because if you notice some troll names, people, to me, one of the troll names Diva and I was trying to guess is because they always so nice to us, always blow us kisses and speak highly, make sure they speak to us and they real lovable. And we believe that is somebody else. We just don't know who. So hopefully Kay Edwards is still here and maybe she's under a troll name or I wish her well. Hey, Purple Peach, how's it going, baby? I wish her well, but I haven't seen Kay Edwards and I really miss Trina C. I really miss Trina C. Yes, ma'am, you better say that. Thank you. But hey, they probably got tired. Hopefully, like I said, they're doing all right. Thanks for asking that, Miss Donna. Nope. Anybody else seen Kay Edwards? I hadn't seen Miss Creole. And my spirit, it kept dropping in my spirit. I hope Miss Creole is doing well. I haven't seen her on these streets. I hope Miss Creole is doing well. Then lo and behold, Miss Creole comes back. And then she's not in here all the time, but she comments under my videos that she's here, but watching the replay. So I'm glad because some people, you wonder what just happened to them. Did they just get tired of the sector because they felt the sector was getting too grimy and dirty and bad things was happening? Or are they sick or are they no longer with us? So I hope that's not the case for Kay Edwards. I so appreciate your message this morning. To be part of my village, you have to practice manifestation, also known as up talk, even if the current reality looks the opposite. Yeah. And that's why sometimes it's hard for people to do because of their situation, because of where they at now, what people have said to them, what's going on now. They can't see better for themselves. That's where you have to speak that life into yourself. And you call it up talk. You have to up talk yourself so it can pull you out that situation. See, people and resources are there. Like, I didn't know you could buy a house with Section 8, right? But I watched this lady, Peach McIntyre, and I watched her for gambling. I watched her when she was having her baby, and she's doing quite well now. And she's, I think she's a little realtor, or she's talk about, real estate. And she was saying you could buy a house with Section 8. So when I start watching her, then the videos start dropping, coming up in my recommendations about buying houses with Section 8. I bet people who have a Section 8 voucher probably doesn't even know that. Everybody who has a voucher doesn't live in the ghetto or doesn't live, like a hood rat. Some people take those vouchers, they get their homes, and they do quite well with them. Their apartments or whatever, the houses, the government. I didn't know you could do that, but just the resources are there, you guys. We have to reach out and touch. And the more we manifest, the more we talk to people, the more the universe and God will send these people to surround you, to help you get to where you going, what you manifested. See, everybody may not have, excuse me, y'all, my nose is itching the heck out of me. Everybody may not have 10, 20, 30,000 miles to put down on a home, but they're home buyers programs. My nose is bugging the hell out. There are home buyers programs, but if you don't know and you don't live in that, don't go in that direction, you'll never know about it. So when you manifest, remember the universe and God will send you the resources and the people. I told you is working in my favor. Can't nobody tell me that is not. Thank you so much, Karen Spencer. Gemology class, yes. Okay. So money has changed people for the worse, period. That could be true. That could be true, but not everybody. Money hasn't changed everyone. Probably people you have come in contact with, but people who have their own morals and values. Yes, if you have money, you have more power and it can strip you of some of that, but not for everyone. Not everyone. Diva, she has been on my mind for about a year, maybe longer. Every time I come over here, yep, I haven't seen Kay Edwards. Kay Edwards, even if you're in the troll name or you're still here, please drop down one day and let us know that you are doing well. I don't know who would have known her, but I haven't seen her, you right, in about a year. Should someone income determine if you should start a relationship with them? Not really, but you want, even biblically it say you have to be evenly yoked. But I will say this, damn, I just don't like talking my business. I just don't like talking my business. No, because you can build with a person. Let me just say that you can build a great life with a person. So should someone income determine it? No, absolutely not. Your values are your values and your morals and your desires to have certain things. Do they line up? Now you don't want no broke joker who's gonna come and take everything you have, but you have to see the potential of them, because you always can build with somebody. That's the purpose of developing a relationship. You cultivate it. And that's part of the cultivation thing. You cultivate the relationship. So no, you don't have to run into $1 million man. People say that, but sometimes I'd rather have a person who I know we're on the same page and we're going to build together, because then I know it's going to be a beautiful thing and we built it together. But to have $1 million, to have a millionaire man, I walk into his millionaire mansion. Basically, he's giving me something and he can take it anytime he get ready. So it's better to build together, baby. It doesn't matter. Okay, I read that. They can change their name, but they cannot change their wording. Well, sometimes people do. People do on the troll page. Hey, baby Missy. I know a lot don't. Well, I don't know. I've busted people too the way they talk, but I haven't seen Kay Edwards. Okay. What? I see, Rita. See, that's what I'm talking about. There's talented people, there's smart people over there. We need to learn how to pull this together and do like a workshop, because it's Kimberly, you took it out of my mouth. I was about to say knowledge is power. And sometimes we don't have the knowledge, but there's plenty of resources out there to help us get to where we're trying to go. You are worthy. You are worth it. You can have anything in this world if you just go for it. Because I didn't say that. I did not say that. God said it. I have a cattle on 1,000 hills. You'll never go hungry. You have to believe those things, and you have to believe that these things was developed for our pleasure, for us to enjoy. Some people, do a little different, because you got to believe if you believe in God, you believe in demons. If you believe in angels, you believe in demons. they all they in this world together. Dark and light must coexist, right? Thank you, Queen Diva. And they also give you the money for the closing costs as well, Miss T. They help with a lot of things. People be thinking crazy about Section 8 or HUD, but they help. Yes, this lady Peach told me, and I was like, wow, I hope Peach is dropping this knowledge, to people, and people are hearing that even if they have a Section 8, some people want to live good. I don't care what nobody say by any means. So if Section 8 can lead you into a nice house and you could God said, if you be faithful with a few, I'll make you ruler over many. That, you know what? That's one of my favorite verses, because I always say, if I just be faithful with this, God's going to give me something bigger and better and my heart's desire. Yep. Thank you, Rita, for sharing that information. Thank you so much, Queen. No, don't worry about, you know what? Yep. You just shut up. Yeah. Yep. You right. I was about to correct that, but you right. A lot of things don't want to be shared on here because of the activities that go on. And it's so sad because I know people are sick of living in little apartments, living with people and doing just some things they don't desire to do just to live, just to make it. And there's people out here who could help them get to where they're going. Even though they're looking at their now situation and they don't have the finances, there are resources out there that help you. And we need to start using those resources. Hey, Juju, thanks for dropping down. I used to donate to any and everyone in need on levels you could not imagine. I learned to mind my business. The good became a game for evil people, period. Now, I saw you in several chats, and I saw you really donate large amounts. I don't know who you are, but I've been in several people lives when you have donated large money. And unfortunately, you said that you learned maybe a lesson from giving, and it stifled your giving. Well, you got to do what you got to do, baby. You just got to see people for who they are. Miss Kimberly, I tried. They don't want to hear from me. They just think I'm only good for roasting. I know a lot, just like these women need help with food is a way, no matter your income. Yeah, go ahead, Rita. Tell it, baby. I watch Peach. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Someone said something about when you get money, and you have a little power, you change. Now I have seen people grow their platforms, and don't get me wrong in what I'm about to say, because I pray on this daily. My platform is growing. I'm getting more and more people in here, and I'm not drama. I'm just Miss T, right? But I've watched several people grow, and they did become different. To me, they became braggadocious instead of speaking from gratefulness. Maybe the way they speak about what they have could seem to be braggadocious to some people. And that's not the way we supposed to present our blessings, because more than anything, we will turn people away from us than to bring people towards us to help them get, be blessed as well. Rita and I watched that. But I do watch Peach. And like I said, sometimes the way you talk and the way you act can become braggadocious for people, and it turns them off. Diva, how we doing with the likes? Diva, please check the like. So I tell you, I'm growing over here, and I thank God for new people dropping down. And Madam 81, somebody has been sharing my video, and I'm so grateful to her. I appreciate that, because when people do share you out, you do get people from other places to come see. So Madam 81, thank you very much. And thanks for your support. Thank all of you. Thanks to all of you for your support. I really appreciate it. I don't take this for granted. And believe me, if I hit 1,000 views, 2 or 3,000 views, I am praying. And because I know me, and I'm just a modest person, I believe I will be the same. I believe I will be the same. I will be ever so grateful to God that He has allowed my platform to grow. But Diva and I speak about this all the time. I am growing, and I'm not just growing from the beef sector. I'm growing from other places as well. So don't hesitate to share the video out, especially when there's a message. Like today, there was a message in what I was saying today. There was a lot of gems, and I appreciate the people who know, who picked up those gems, and I helped by this message. It was on my heart to give this message today, and that's what I did. I didn't get a little messy. I wasn't talking about the mess. I was really dropping gems today. Organic growth. Thank you, Peach. Thank you, baby. Right. It's organic growth, and I like it. People in my real life, mainly, I give from my heart, and I don't speak on my good ever, period. Yeah. Sometimes people take your kindness for weakness, baby. You have to have discernment. How's your discernment, God's wrath? Because I have a deep discernment, y'all, a deep one. I could discern a lot of things. I told you I cannot connect with people, and I don't know why. They haven't said anything to me. They haven't done anything to me. Nothing has happened. My spirit just won't lock with them, and I judge my discernment. I mean, I judge my. I I believe my discernment 100%. I'm strong with it. So I just back away for some reason. I won't connect with them. Then somewhere down the road, I see something that they said or did, and I said, "That's exactly why you didn't fool with that mofo, because see, they grind me or something like that, or you knew he or she was a snake." I can tell. I have good discernment. You guys, I'm gonna get to wrap it up. Get ready. You know what? I've been on longer than an hour. Thanks to my Dr. Cat, my friend, for coming by. I will speak to her. She's a very knowledgeable person. She has several degrees. She has a doctorate. She's Dr. Cat. She's good on resources. And so when we get together, you guys, and people are interested in certain things, maybe perhaps I'll go in a Zoom where we more private. If you're interested in some things that I have coming up, I was thinking about doing membership, but then here was the question to myself: Tiva, what are you offering? What are you going to offer them different that you don't do now when you go live? And so I had to think about some things that I would like to offer my membership. But that's why I haven't gotten a membership deal, is because I don't think I'm offering anything different. So I have to come up with some things. And I know that's the way some people just say they financially support you. But I think when you join membership, you should get something a little different. And I don't get anything different. And so that's why I'm not doing the membership thing. It's just like, damn, I see you go live. Okay. What are you giving me a little different? Nothing is nothing done in here is private. But when I get ready to get down to some things and some resources, I will invite Rita, Dr. Cat, TCB Queen, and some of you all. I'll let you know. And maybe we will go into a private Zoom, or a Zoom. It's not going to be private, but it's going to be a Zoom that will be helpful to our community and our people. Okay. Maybe I can offer that as one of my perks for my membership. Life is tough. You right. Life is tough, period. Let me see what Miss Kimberly Black, I'll do it. I will. They just have to be willing to watch it. I just don't want to hurt other women. We need each other out here. Enough is enough. We need each other for real, real. We need each other for real. Because again, if you watching closely, it is what they call demon time. It's demon time. So a lot of spirits and different things are happening. And we are seeing it. We're seeing it in real life, and we're seeing it in our virtual world as well. Yep, we're seeing it. It's real. It's real. You guys, I got to get ready to get out here. I'll drop this link one more time. And if not, I'm going to get out here. Now my oldest granddaughter is coming by my house. She's going to stop by and visit with me today, because she's getting her eyelashes done. But then her dad just called me, and something is going on. So I need to contact them and see, because she was going to run by and visit with her Yaya. She drives. She's my oldest grandbaby. She drives and stuff. But then she said, Yaya, something is going on with my eyelashes. I don't know. But the lady who put her eyelashes on, live close by me. Family, please hear me. Bad things are coming. Get ready. Love your family and friends, period. Yeah, we got some stuff going on. That would be great, Miss T. I will be available for that type of form. Yeah, so we gonna do that. We gonna hook up with Rita, Dr. Cat, TC, and some other people, and we're going to offer some resources. Hopefully, I'll have someone to help me compile that we have a list of resources. Rita will come in with the Section 8, perhaps. Dr. Cat will come with something. TC will come in with the educational part of it, and we're going to make it happen. Dr. Cat and I work. She's senior. She works with senior health a lot. She's a specialist in that, working with the seniors. So her and I will connect. So at Donna, they will help her right away if she homeless or something like that. Go in there, get in front of the right people. Her case is an emergency. They will treat it as such. What is Donna and Rita talking about? She says somebody will help her. Juju, thanks for dropping down. You speak wisdom, relief from the drama on these YouTube streets, but I do like some of the drama. Is primetime reality. We all like some of the drama. But again, we have to fill our cups with things that's going to flourish our body. Nourish our body. Nourishment for our body. Duh. Okay. God is great, period. Pure love. Yeah, we know God is love. We know God is love. We not denying that. I understand, babes. People take advantage of the wrong ones when you was just trying to spread a little love. It's okay. Oh, JD know Juju. Oh, JD know Juju. This Juju first time dropping down, but welcome, Juju. This is a safe place. War in real life is right now. It is, and spiritual warfare. And I don't think people see it, but we won't go that deep. But one day we'll talk about that. That's why I asked y'all, do y'all believe in a higher power? Do you believe in spiritual warfare? And what is your connection? Do you believe in angels and demons? Do you see a dark force circling around us and all this crazy stuff is happening in real life? Do y'all see what's happening in real life? We was having that conversation, like I said, over on Pizarro's, but again, it got derailed into the drama, so I bowed down. But she's trying to do a little more conspiracy too, and you know what's going on. Well, you guys, I'm going to get ready to get out here because I do want to call my granddaughter back and see what was happening with her. Anyone have anything else to say? This wasn't a messy live. Thank you, JD. Thank you, Queen Diva, Rita, and everyone else who joined me. I appreciate you greatly. Let's get ready to get out of here. And I did it wrong again. I got to get used to it. If you see a king's crown crooked, help them straighten it up. If you see a queen's crown crooked, help her straighten it up. Speak life and wisdom into your princes and your princesses. They are joint heirs to our future. They are wanting to inherit something other than mess, stress, and drama. Please make sure you are somehow trying to create generational wealth. Again, we're going to pull some resources to help us. And as always, be a blessing, not a bother. It doesn't take much to bless someone, you guys. It doesn't take much. A simple hello, how are you? You look beautiful today. I love your smile. Oh, that tie you in, sir, is sure nice. Can I grab that cup of coffee for you? Here's a couple of dollars. Go treat yourself to some lunch. I love the way you laugh. I enjoyed our conversation. You never know what someone is going through. And a simple act of kindness can help, and it can go a long way. Thank you, Donna. It's always a pleasure seeing you, Donna Hughes. And my cookie comfort zone, I haven't seen her. Thank you, Kimberly the Queen. I thank everyone who joined me. So I'm going to get ready to get out of here. Let's go. Bye-bye. Be blessed, you guys.